Hello and welcome to Football Sri Lanka TV for this live coverage of the Inter-Provincial League, the Ceylon Provincial League 2022. We are live from Badulla Vincent Dyer Stadium for this second day. We had two earlier matches yesterday between Northern Province and Central Province, which was won by Northern Province, and the other one against the hosts who were against Eastern winning 1-0. And today the first match of day 2 between Sabaragamuwa province and with the star-studded Western Province. Sabaragamuwa in the maroon, all maroon kit, and Western Province in their all white coming onto the field. A big game here for Sabaragamuwa against a star-studded Western Province lineup. Huge task, and for Western, they haven't lived up to their star-studded potential. One must add, 1 win, 1 draw and 1 loss. Most recent was a loss against Vayamba, a 3-2 loss. They were down 3-0 early on. So both sides needing to prove that they are in this game, in this tournament, the 4th match week. And a timely reminder for everyone joining in to get their booster vaccination, as well as to prevent COVID-19 from spreading much more. We've been lucky to have this tournament, have football as well as the other sports in this country in the last couple of months. We need to continue that. The Ceylon Provincials League 2022 played for the Independence Trophy. The two teams will be introduced to the chief guest and the other distinguished guests here today. Western Province will be captained by Aman Faizer. Almost everyone here have represented the Sri Lanka national team, Sri Lanka under 23 or even Sri Lanka under 19 teams. The Western Province lineup. Sabaragamuwa will be captained by Sri Lanka squad member Mohammad Shifan, who plies his trade for upcountry Lions. Badulla Vincent Dyer Stadium, a picturesque venue surrounded by the mountains and the waterfalls. One of the most beautiful sceneries you could see here in Sri Lanka. That's the Sabaragamuwa province starting 11. The well-experienced referees will officiate today. FIFA referee Mohammad Irshan will be the main referee, and he will be assisted by Sanjeeva Premalal and Iran Udayakanta. Fourth official will be Mohammad Riazi. Perfect conditions here for football. Both teams will definitely like these conditions. Conditions underfoot, I think, is a different situation. This is the Western Province lineup. Priyanath De Silva, Shayan Lianapathirana, Mohammad Shahil, captained by Aman Faizer, Mohammad Hazmir, Udayanga Pereira, Dilip Peris, Mohammad Mushfir, Supun Nalaka, Shishan Prabuddha, and Gayan Rivaldo. There are 3 under 21 players in Mushfir, Supun Nalaka, and Shishan Prabuddha, and Gayan Rivaldo from St. Peter's College. He's their under 19 player as we kick things off. Sabaragamuwa against Western Province. The high altitude conditions will certainly be a tester as Shahan Lianapathirana gives the ball to Hasmir, and the first effort on target. An easy one for Nuwan Gimhana, the custodian for Sabaragamuwa Province, who has made his way from Western to Sabaragamuwa to fill in that goalkeeper position. Here's Hasmir in midfield. Dilip Peris, horrendous first touch. That's what I was telling earlier. The underfoot conditions are not to the liking of the players, as the ball just trickles away across the goal, past everyone, and out for a goal kick. I think what you can do is what Eastern Province did yesterday. Play the game in the opposition half rather than play a passing game. And that worked for them. They pressed Uva Province high up the field and played the game in the opposition half. A simple tactic, somewhat difficult to execute, but the youngsters and the little known names for Eastern Province did very well. Here's Priyanath De Silva, once again pressing high upfield. Is Sabaragamuwa Province. Cross in. No harm done for Western Province. Here's Shahil. Long ball in search of Hasmir, cleared away. Throw in for Western. Western playing in their all white. Sabaragamuwa in their all maroon. Skipper Aman Faizer. Back to Shishan Prabuddha. Shahil. Mushfir. Priyanath De Silva. Faizer once again. Dilip is trying to break away. But a good intervention by the defense. Here's Prabuddha. Lianapathirana. Hasmir, wonderful work done. Here's Gayan Rivaldo. Prabhuda once again. Defense does well. Would be interesting to see what the tactics are from Sabaragamuwa province against the highly skilled and highly talented Western Province lineup. Avishka Deshan, one of the other members from the Western Province who has made his way to the Sabaragamuwa province team. Long free kick here for Sabaragamuwa. The header going out for a goal kick. For Sabaragamuwa, it's their custodian Nuwan Gimhana, DC Pereira, Muhammad Ijaz, SDS Silva. Muhammad Shifan will be the forward as well as the skipper, MD Lianage, Madhuanta, Muhammad Mushfiq, I Fernando, Avishka Deshan, and Amen Deshapriya, the under 19 player, making up the 11 for Sabaragamuwa. They too have 3 under 21 players in their lineup with the Mushfiq, I Fernando, and Avishka Deshan. Liana Patrana comes in between that ball. Avishka Deshan now. It is left once again, trying to find Mushfiq. Another clumsy foul committed by the Western skipper, Aman Faizer. Avishka Deshan with the delivery. Good one right in the middle. Sabaragamuwa do have a corner. They take it quickly. A short one. Poor execution by Lienage. For Sabaragamuwa, a lot would depend on their custodian Nuwan Gimhana, then their skipper Muhammad Shifan, as well as Avishka Deshan. Those 3 players will have to lead by example if they are to take anything out of this match. Liana Patirana to Rivaldo. Back to Liana Patirana, whose clearance goes out for a throw in. Western trying their level best to keep position, string together a few passes. You need to be excellent with your skill and technicality if you are to do that in this ground. Ball down on the left for Hasmir. Cannot go past that defender. Here's Hasmir once again. You could see it's very difficult to dribble with the ball because you cannot trust that bounce. And that's what happened on that occasion. Here's Dilip Peris on the left. Cuts back in, but no one there. Shifan chips the ball over, and Liana Patharana does well. There's huge appeals for handball, but referee Irshad is unmoved. It certainly looked like a worthy shout for penalty. Can see on that occasion, not the initial one. Certainly so. Certainly did took the arm of Shahan Liana Patharana. And the effort, the far post. Even though it was straight at Nuwan Gimhana, he did well. If that had gone in, I think Sabaragamuwa would have been up in arms for that injustice that happened. Mohammad Ijaz will take this free kick. Low ball. A poor delivery from Ijaz. Shifan coming in from an offside position. Looks like it's Priyanath De Silva who is down injured, holding his knee, right knee. "30 minutes gone in this match. Neither side has settled in. Couple of chances going either way. Most controversial was that penalty appeal, which certainly should have been a penalty for Sabaragamuwa. Shahan Liana Patharana and the Western Province lads lucky to get away with it. Here's Aviskar Deshan against Dilip Peris. Dilip Peris Unable to control that, and this time around Shishan Prabuddha with another clumsy challenge earns himself a yellow card. That certainly was asking for yellow. Shishan Prabuddha. Shishan Prabuddha getting into the books early on. Here's Zaman Pfizer. Back to Prabuddha. Pires. Back to Pfizer with a long range effort. Unable to connect it properly. Harmlessly goes out for a goal kick. A poor goal kick from Nuwan Gimhana, the Sri Lanka under-23 goalkeeper. The ball rolls out to Udayanga Pereira. This time around, very lucky once again, Western Province. A horrendous left-footed clearance by Udayanga Pereira, falling straight to Mohammad Shifan. And equally poorly executed by Shifan as well. An open goal, but he shot straight at Udayanga Pereira. Here's on the other end, headed out by Nuwan Gimhana. The two goalkeepers in the thick of things. The first 17 minutes have been littered with clumsy plays from either side. Another one from the Western Province defense. Dilip Pires tussling on the right. Gets a corner, beg your pardon. Western Province needs to show some urgency. They are certainly playing into the hands of Sabaragamuwa, who would like to play it slow. Inside the box. That looked like Supun Nalaka, who tried an acrobatic effort. A lot of big names on the bench for Western Province, including Asela Madhushan, Naveen Jude, Chalana Pramanta, Mohammad Sahan, Rumi Raza, even Sajad Jazook. Here's Pires, hounded by 2. Again, not controlling it well. Asmir pushed over. Western Province still has a throw-in. Pires, first time effort, not cutting. Bitterly disappointed, the renowned skipper. Deshan. Gan Rivaldo shepherding that ball out for a throw-in. The Petrite boy doing well. Here's Lena Patrina. Good cross in. Dilip Pires leans over the defender but unable to get ahead to it. Straining his neck in search of that ball was Pires. Shifan in space, tumbling over but still on his feet. Here's Sabaragamuwa. Does well, beautiful bit of skill. The defender comes in between that cross. Deshan puts a leg in, does well. Back and forth play here from both sides. Super Nalaka to Shahil. Back to Nalaka. Here's Mushfir. Once again, the poor ground conditions. You could see there not being able to get a proper foot in. The kicks going haywire. Rivaldo puts the ball to Hasmir, hounded by a couple of players. Once again dispossessed. Western Province lads hasn't learned how to play on this field, and neither has Sabaragamuwa. That's why both the sides have found it difficult to get into the box or even to get a proper shot in. The best way is like what Eastern Province did, to play the game in the opposition half and take advantage of the dead ball situations. Free kicks, corners, or even throw-ins. That's how Eastern Province scored. Here's Dili Perez. Good ball in, but a bit too far for the youngster Gayan Rivaldo. Just over 25 minutes gone in this match. The Ceylon Provincial League 2022 played for the Independence Trophy here in Badulla at the Vincent Dyer Stadium. The second and final day. Nothing to speak about in this match against Western and Sabaragamuwa provinces, apart from that worthy penalty shout, which should have been a penalty for Sabaragamuwa. Corner here for Sabaragamuwa. The second match for today will be Southern versus Vayamba Rajarata. DLI Fernando will take this corner. Ball towards near post, headed out by Aman Faizer. Yes, Supunalaka, the two number 20s exchanging passes. Avishka Deshan chips ball over the defense in search of Shifan, but Udayanga Pereira does well to come out and head it out. Both teams having to use their head. Both goalkeepers, I beg your pardon. Nuwan Gimana did one a few minutes earlier, and this time around Udayanga Pereira having to use his head. Good judgment from both the goalkeepers in the early going. Western Province making a change. It's Chalana Pramanta who comes on, and he replaced Priyanath De Silva. So I think there will be a bit of shuffling at the back for Western. I believe Chalana Pramanta will play at left back, and Shahil and Shehan Liana Patirana will be the two centre backs. By the looks of it, we'll have to wait and see. Yes, it looks like it. Shahil and Mushfir will be the two centre backs. Shahan Lena Patrana will be playing at right back. Cross in, cleared away out for corner. They take it quickly, Fernando. Good one, but just evading his intended target of Mohammad Mushfiq. DLI Fernando for Sabaragamuwa province. The under 21 player looks to be good with his right and the left. Good signs here for the youngster. Referee has stopped play. Having some stern words for the Western skipper, Aman Pfizer. Prabudh Shahil. Pfizer to Supun Nalaka. Here's Liana Patrana. Back to Prabudha. Prabudha with a long range effort. Good intentions. But it was a good collection at a good height for Nuwan Gimhana. Here's Shifan going past a couple of players, crossing it in, easy one, and Sabaragamuwa has certainly done the trick here in the 33rd minute. They've taken the lead. Wonderful bit of play from the Sabaragamuwa skipper, Mohammad Shifan on the left, going past Shahan Liana Patrana and Mohammad Mushfir to the byline and cutting back in past Udayanka Pereira for Mohammad Mushfiq to score an easy tap in. He certainly made a meal out of it, but nonetheless Sabaragamuwa has the goal. You can see Shifan going past a couple of defenders, Mushfir and Shahil. Mushfiq's initial touch was not that good, but the rebound was kind to him. And Mohammad Rahman, the head coach of Sabaragamuwa province, certainly will be a happy man. They were denied an early penalty. And once again Western Province find themselves goal down and a lot to do. Another foul committed on Avishka Deshan. Certainly expressing his feelings. As an experienced Sri Lanka under 23 player, he needs to be calm. Again a poor clearance by Mushfir. Western Province has a throw in. They take it quickly. Lipir is certainly rushing things. They need to somehow put some pressure on the Sabaragamuwa lads. Shifan earns his side another free kick after he dispossessed the Western Province skipper Aman Pfizer. Dilipir is checking on his Sri Lanka squad member Shifan. That's the foul. Pushed over. Here's that goal. Shifan going past 3 defenders and the goalkeeper to find Mushfiq. I was telling earlier, the experienced lads of Sabaragamuwa, Nuwan Gimhana, Muhammad Shifan and Avishka Deshan needs to step up if they are to get something out of this match. And certainly Avishka Deshan as well as Shifan has done so. And another one almost creeping past Udayanga Pereira. The best goalkeeper of the Super League, Udayanga Pereira, does well on that occasion. Low ball, dying on him. Always difficult for any goalkeeper. Dilipiris recovers that ball to Gayan Rivaldo on the left. Prabuddha. Western Province keeping possession, but unable to do anything out of it. Hazmir on the left. Again dispossessed. They still have the ball. Hazmir inside the box. Pokes it in, but just past the far post. And out of reach of Supun Nalaka as well. Hazmir slipping while taking that shot. Just 5 minutes left till half time. Sabaragamuwa will look to keep things the same going into the break. Shifan against Liana Patirana. A small group of people have come to the Vincent Dyer Stadium today. We had a much bigger crowd for the second game, the night match, when Uva Province, the hosts, played. Here's Aman Pfizer, back to Liana Patirana. Nalaka. Hasmir. 1-2 between Dilip Perez. Nice little interplay from Perez and Hasmir. But Gimhana dives on that ball. Shahil in search of Rivaldo. Chalana Pramanta. Ball goes out. Sabaragamuwa has a throw in. Rivaldo to Shahil. Back to Chalana Pramanta. Mushfir, who hacks it downfield. Sabaragamuwa scrambling to clear it away. Here they come on the attack. Poor pass, giving possession back to Liana Patirana. Pfizer. Supunnalaka. Western Province still has a throw in. Liana Patirana dispossessed. Here's Mushfiq. Once again, neither side unable to keep possession of the ball for a considerable amount of time. Here Shishan Prabuddha taking advantage of a poor clearance, but he slices it over. Disappointment showing in his reactions. The Sabaragamuwa skipper Mohammad Shifan has been alive leading from the front in this opening 45 minutes. Few seconds left till we complete the opening 45 minutes. We'll have to wait and see how many injury minutes that will be added. Looks like it'll be 2 minutes of added time to be played in this first half. Here's Avishka Deshan. Good connection, but lacking the accuracy. Another good through ball from DLI Fernando. A bit too much for Mushfiq to handle. Here's Azmir on the other end. The defense does well. Azmir holds up the ball. Aman Faiza. And Avishka Deshan was alert to it. Cross across the goal. Could have certainly found a non-rushing Western Province player. Aman Faiza having to retake that corner. Would be the last play of this match. An easy collection for Nuwan Gimhana. That's it. That's half time here at the Vincent Dyer Stadium in Badulla. In the Ceylon Provincials League 2022 played for the Independence Trophy. Day 2 here in Badulla. And the first 45 minutes of the first match on day 2 has ended. Sabaragamuwa leading 1-0 against Western Province. Courtesy of a goal from Muhammad Mushfiq. After the initial hard work was done by Muhammad Shifan, the skipper for Sabaragamuwa. A lot to ponder for Western Province. The star-studded Western Province 11. Head coach Muhammad Rahman and the Sabaragamuwa lads will be happy. A happy bunch going into half-time. Mushfiq scoring the goal in the 33rd minute. Shishan Prabuddha getting a yellow card for a clumsy foul early on in the match. Sabaragamuwa did have a penalty shout early on. It should have been a penalty as well. Here are the stats. Western Province slightly ahead in possession. But as you can see, they had the shots but nothing on target. The only shot on target for Sabaragamuwa, giving them the goal. Lot of indiscipline for Western Province as well. They've committed 6 fouls and a couple of them in the dangerous position as well. First half highlights. Good weather conditions here at the Vincent Dyer Stadium. Sabaragamuwa 11 only having 3 big name players in Shifan Nuwan Gimhana and Avishka Deshan against the Western Province 11. Apart from a couple of players, all of them have represented Sri Lanka under 23 as well as Sri Lanka under 19. This was the penalty shout, certainly coming off the arm of Shahan Liana Patirana. That's the yellow card for Shishan Prabuddha. A couple of mild chances coming in the way of Western Province. Both goalkeepers having to be on high alert to make some crucial efforts, crucial saves, and that was the goal. Shifan going past Shahan Liana Patirana, Mohammad Mushfir and Mohammad Shahil to put in that cross for Mushfiq to score. Another free kick, a low dying ball saved by Duyanga Pereira. And another one for Hasmir going just past the far post. Shishan Prabuddha not having the accuracy on that occasion. Western Province would be glad they didn't concede a couple more. And coach Sumit Valpola and his team will look to find some answers after this 15 minutes in the second half as we go into a break, and when we come back we'll have the live action from the second half. Hello and welcome back to Football Sri Lanka TV for this second half of the Ceylon Provincials League 2022, played for the Independence Trophy match between Western Province and Sabaragamuwa Province. Sabaragamuwa leading 1-0 against Western. Mushfiq, the goal scorer. Couple of changes here for Western Province early on. Sajad Jazook replacing Gayan Rivaldo. Jazook into action in jersey number 28. And Supun Nalaka coming off, and in his place comes Muhammad Sahan, number 8. Western already having to make 3 substitutions. There was one early on in the first half. Prinath De Silva going out and was replaced by Chalana Pramanta. We'll have to wait and see what the halftime talk was from head coach Sumit Walpola for his Western Province lads. Back-to-back fouls committed by Dilip Pires. He's not at all happy. Soft fouls being committed. Ishan Fernando. Beg your pardon, that was Mushfiq, goal scorer for Sabaragamuwa. Him along with Ishan Fernando, jersey number 7, and the skipper Mohammad Shifan were the better players for Sabaragamuwa in that first half. Here's Hasmir in space, tries a shot. One of his trademark moves, going down the right, cutting back in and taking a shot, but this time lacking the accuracy. Dilip Pires to Pfizer. In search of Hasmir. Noam Ginhawana does well to come out and clear it away. Way off his goal. Mushfiq does well to take the ball out of the danger zone. Here's Sahan to Chalana Pramanta. Cross in, partially punched away by Gimhana. Danger is still there. Pires, Pfizer. Ball just jumping all over the park. An unnecessary yellow card. Mohammad Shifan. Now he needs to be careful for the rest of the 40 minutes. You'd expect much better from a Sri Lanka squad member. It's not even football, it's just common sense. You do whatever you have to do to survive on the field. But certainly that didn't warrant that clumsy bit of play. Here's Pires on the left, going past a couple of defenders. The cross in goes out. Here's Chalana Pramanta. Good through ball here in search of Hasmir, but he's not able to control. Western Province still has a throw in. Chalana Pramanta takes it quickly. Here's Dilip Pires. An uninvited guest disrupting play. Dilip Pires was in a good position, going past a couple of defenders and into the box. But unfortunately, the referee had to stop the play. Sahan for Shahil. Good ball in. Low, powerful cross. Just needed a small header, but no one was able to get on the end of it. Sajad Jazook was the closest to it. Shahil is known for those low, powerful drives. Cross comes in. One Gimhana punches it away. Danger still there. Mohammad Ijaz did well to shepherd that ball, and Sahan, the substitute, showing his frustration. Both Sahan and Ijaz mending fences. Communication and the chemistry not there with the Western Province lads. Both Western and Sabaragamuwa exchanging passes. Mushfiq doing well, but it's Hasmir who comes away with the ball. Another crunching tackle by Ishan Fernando. Sabaragamuwa unable to make use of it. Jazuk dispossessed, and a tackle in frustration. We are closing in on the hour mark. Sabaragamuwa leading 1-0 against Western Province, courtesy of a goal from Mohammad Mushfiq in the 33rd minute. We haven't seen much from Western Province. Any drastic changes from what we saw from the first half. They've already made 3 substitutions. Here's Hasmir. Some desperate tackling, desperate defensive work on show from Sabaragamuwa. Sabaragamuwa player down in midfield. It's Lakshan Madhuwanta. He just crashed into Chalana Pramanta. Believe he twisted his ankle, stepped on the foot of Chalana Pramanta. Western Province desperately needing some spark. There's a lot of players on the field for Western who could do that, but somehow or another they haven't been able to. Even in the first 3 games, they've been quite lackluster, especially given that they have Sri Lanka national team, Sri Lanka under 23, Sri Lanka under 19 players all over the park. They haven't been able to gel together. Yes, Prabuddha. Another misplaced pass. Aman Faizer. Through ball in search of Sahan. Cleared away by Ijaz. There will be a substitution. It will be Dilipiris who will make way for Navin Jude. Yes, Shifan with his trademark pace, bursting through a couple of defenders. The poorly executed throw in from Sabaragamuwa. One of the very first times they've ventured into the opposition attacking third in this second half. They need to make use of all those little chances, little opportunities. Prabuddha stumbling over the ball. Shifan getting sandwiched in between Chalana Pramanta and Shahil. No harm done to any of the three players. All good to continue. No room given for Aman Pfizer. Clear it away. Sabaragamuwa have been effective when it comes to clearing the ball. There's going to be another substitution, this time for Sabaragamuwa. That looks to be their first substitution, if I'm not mistaken. It's number 15 who comes off. That's Madhushan Lianage. He's being replaced by Muhammad Rasan.
Substitution for Sabaragamuwa, jersey number 15, MD Lianage, replaced by jersey number 5, April Rasan.
Long ball into the box. An easy collection for Nuwan Gimhana. Nuwan Gimhana is down in the penalty box, holding his back. He was getting some treatment to his back during half time as well. Looks to have aggravated that injury. Not good signs here for Sabaragamuwa. Their number 2 goalkeeper is Sachin Tapriyasan. This is the goal scored by Mushfiq. Now that we are looking at it, I think it came off the foot of Chalana Pramanta of Western Province. Here's another opportunity. And Sabaragamuwa has made it 2-0. It's that man once again, Muhammad Mushfiq. Subdued celebrations, but it's Muhammadu Ijaz who takes Mushfiq in for a bit of celebration out of nowhere. Sabaragamuwa, I think that's the second opportunity that they had in the second half. They ventured actually into the opposition half. and they've scored the goal. Almost a similar kind of situation in which they scored the first. Moving into the byline, cutting back in. But this time around it was Sujit De Silva who was the creator. "20 minutes plus injury time to be played." And Western Province once again find themselves this time 2 goals down. They were down 3-0 in the game against Rajarata. Their comeback was too little too late as the match ended 3-2 against Rajarata. Let's see what they can do here. Another clumsy foul, this time committed by Charan Pramanta on the substitute Mohammad Rasan. Poor throw in from Naveen Jude, goes straight out. Ayushka Deshan now down on the ground for Sabaragamuwa. Looks to be cramps. The Western Province defense all over the park. They are shell shocked as to what has happened. Avishka Deshan, he looks to be okay to continue. Another foul. And substitute Sajad Zazook being shown the yellow card this time round. He's also confused as to why that yellow card was given. Hasmir on the left. Gain a poor pass. Wing position back to Sabaragamuwa. Rizan. Shifan, who hasn't had much to do in this second half. But this time around, an opportunity to make it 3. His chip over the goalkeeper. Going over the crossbar. Disappointment showing in the face of the skipper. Good defensive work done by Muhammad Ijaz. It's Shishan Prabuddha who is down. I beg your pardon, it's Chalana Pramanta. Yes, Shishan Prabuddha being harassed by a couple of Sabaragamuwa defenders. Navin Jude tries a through ball. Here's Asmir. When things are not going way, it certainly does not go your way. You would expect Asmir to do much better, or even score the goal from a position like that. But he was way off target. Looks like Western Province is going to make their 5th and final substitution. They've already brought in Sajad Jazook, Muhammad Sahan, Chalana Pramanta and Navin Jude. But none of them and the rest has been able to create chances or make a difference. Here's Chalana Pramanta on the left to Hasmir inside the box. Blocked well. Prabuddha, Pfizer. Sahan on the right. Liana Patirana back to Pramanta. The low cross cleared away. The simple stuff. That's the name of the game for Sabaragamuwa from here on in. Just 12 minutes plus injury time to be played. Leading 2-0 against the star-studded Western Province lineup. Mushfir, a miss pass. Just harassing. He's Shifan. Beast of a man with strength, power and pace. I mean, Jude looked to have come in from an offside position, but the referee says play on. Gimana comes out to collect it well. He's slow to get up. The substitute being substituted Chalana Pramantha goes out, and in his place comes Asela Madushan. Nuan Gimana needing some attention this time for his ankle by the looks of it.
Substitution for Western, jersey number 21, Chalana Premana, replaced by jersey number 11, Asela Madushan.
Final 10 minutes for Western Province to make something out of it. A bit of play, bad communication from the defender and Nuan Gimhana. Almost gifting a goal for Western Province. Here's Aman Faizer trying to wriggle his way past a couple of defenders. He still has the ball. The cross comes in. Gimhana palms it down and collects it. Both the goals for Sabaragamuwa scored by Mushfiq. Here's that second goal, assisted by Sujit De Silva. Almost an identical one that was scored in the first half. Sabaragamuwa still has the throw in. Here they come, Western Province. Asel Madushan puts the ball into the box. And an awkward bounce for Mohammad Hazmir. I was telling earlier that the ground conditions is not that good. And it showed on that occasion. Now just 6 minutes plus injury time left. There's another yellow card given. This time for Sabaragamuwa player. It's Lakshan Madhuwanta for foul on Aman Pfizer. A poor challenge. Not able to take advantage of that free kick is Western Province. They take the free kick. I beg your pardon. They throw in quickly. Here's Sahan. Hasele Madushan. Sajad Jazok with the effort. Straight at Nuwan Gimhana. Madhuwanta crashing into the back of the skipper of Western, Aman Pfizer. One of the easiest decisions referee Rishad had to make. Time slowly but surely taking away from Western Province. The only real opportunity that was created came a couple of minutes back from that cross from Asaila Madushan. Again, that poor ground conditions not allowing Hasmir to make proper contact. Here's Sahan to Prabuddha. Shishan Prabuddha looking for options. Dispossessed. Here's Shifan. He took the wrong option. He had a man all alone on his left, but he went to the right. Naveen Jude again unable to control that ball. Position back to Sabaragamuwa. They hack it forward. Udayanga Pereira comes out and hits it away. Either way, it was he was offside. Mohammad Shifan. Udayanga Pereira. Start of the attack. Shan Lena Patirana. Sahan. Back to Asaila Madushan. Goes past a couple of defenders. Looking for options. Hounded by the defender. He has to move back. Back to Sahan. Lena Patirana. Prabuddha. Goes for long range effort. Western looking for foul. None given. Hasmir back to Shahil. We are into the final minute of play. Here's Hasmir down to the byline. And again, the awkward bounce hampering his cross. Final 30 seconds of the 90. There will be 5 minutes of added time to be played. Yes, Naveen Jod. And the second opportunity on the rebound. Again cleared away. Some desperate but effective defending from Deshan Pereira.
Substitution for
Nuan Gimhana
just number 11, Mohammad Shifan, replaced by just number 10, Mohammad Fazlan.
in a lot of discomfort. I think he got back to his unmentionables when he tried to defend. He's okay to continue. They have a corner, Western Province. Aman Pfizer takes it short. Hasmir not able to connect it properly. They clear it away. Sabaragamuwa. Just need to do that. Here's the cross coming in towards the far post. An effort. Nuan Gimhana palms it over. Now Sabaragamuwa on the attack. Ball put forward, and that will be another yellow card. Yes, it is to Mushfir. Western having to build the attack from way deep in their own half. Naveen Jude. Liana Patirana hacks it forward. Pereira puts that ball out for a throw-in. Another throw-in for Western Province as the seconds tick away. Asela Madushan. Low cross. Another throw-in. And another. Sabaragamuwa making it look a lot simpler. And out of nowhere, I think Western Province have pulled one goal back. Do they have time for another? It looked to be Naveen Jude who scored that goal.
Naveen Jod.
We'll have to see what happened. It was Naveen Jude who scored that goal. Here's that goal. Oh, a rebound from Nuwan Gimhana. One of the rare mistakes. I think the first one he made today, Nuwan Gimhana. The cross, he just palmed it over. Not able to collect it well, and his clearance falling into the path of Naveen Jude, who made no mistake in scoring. Some nervy moments here for Sabaragamuwa. Desperately looking for the equalizer is Western Province. Yes, that's it. And referee Irshad Farooq blows for full time. The jubilation shown in the face of the Sabaragamuwa lads, especially Avishka Deshan, who is incidentally from the Western Province, even though he is playing for Sabaragamuwa Province. A very well deserved victory for Sabaragamuwa. They were denied a penalty in the early few minutes. They took the lead through Mohammad Mushfiq after an assist from Mohammad Shifan. They doubled the lead in the 70th.
Sri Lanka bakom the samvela sambil.
With Mushfiq also scoring. And a late goal for Western Province. Not enough to instigate a comeback. Naveen Jude the scorer. These are the stats. Western Province, like in the first half, they maintained the majority of the possession. They had the shots. I think one on target. The two shots on target for Sabaragamuwa, giving them the goals. A lot of fouls being committed from both sides, especially Western Province. See the highlights from the second half. Lot of changes was made at the beginning of the second half for Western Province, but none of them were able to make any difference. The clumsy challenge, yellow card for the skipper of Sabaragamuwa. Lot of close calls, little bit of argy-bargy, but nothing being escalated. Quite a bit of fouls committed by both the sides. And this was the goal. Sujit De Silva creating the second goal for Mohammad Mushfiq. And almost an identical one to the one that was scored in the first half. Quite a few yellow cards were shown to both sets of players. There was another opportunity for Shifan to make it 3-0, but his dink over the goalkeeper going well over the crossbar. An uncharacteristic miss from Hasmir. They tried to create opportunities, but some desperate defending and effective tackling kept Western Province at bay. Nuwan Gimhana, one of the best players on the park today. That awkward bounce luring Hasmir from that goal. And towards the end, they had a couple of opportunities. Western Province, some desperate defending once again this time from Deshan Pereira, and good bit of goalkeeping from Nuwan Gimhana. And, this was the goal. Jazuk, that initial effort was saved, but the rebound fell into the path of Naveen Jude, who scored deep into injury time. But it was not enough as Sabaragamuwa Province take away 3 points from Western Province here at the Vincent Dyer Stadium in Badulla. They win it 2-1. And these are the top goal scorers. Nidarshan leading the way with 4 for Northern Province, and it's Mushfiq with his 2 goals, making it to second place with 3 goals, tied with Hasmir from Western Province, Firaz Zahir with 2, and Asikur Rahman with 1 for Rajarata. That's it. We'll have the next match between Southern and Vayamba Rajarata at 7 p.m. Until then, this is me, Nawad Vijay Vikramas, signing off. Take care and good night.